Hi ladies, I'm Phyllis and you're watching followPhyllis.com. Now I'm going to talk to you about eggs. Now I'm sure you're thinking, eggs? What do I need to know about eggs? I fry them, I poach them, I scramble them. I'm going to show you how to take eggs and make some really delicious foods with them from ingredients you have in the house. One of my favorites is a vegetable hash with a poached egg. I actually call it a super poached egg, and I'll tell you why. All you need are potatoes. You can use white potatoes, sweet potatoes. This hash has these little Yukon and red potatoes, some cut up butternut squash, some cauliflower. Cauliflower is great because it really fills out the dish, fills out your tummy with no calories. And what I do is I take these three vegetables, I spray my pan with a little bit of cooking spray, put a couple herbs on it if you want. You could put a little garlic, a little rosemary, a little pepper. Pop them into the oven. The full recipe will be on my website. You cook them for about 25 minutes and you top them, make a poached egg. And what I like to do is I use 4 whites to 1 yolk. So that's why I call it a super poached egg. You poach that egg nice and soft. You plop it on top of the vegetable hash. You sprinkle a little bit of chopped peppers. I have green and red. And that's dinner, or breakfast, or lunch. You can't go wrong. It's so delicious. If you like the egg a little bit firmer, cook it a little firmer. You want to fry instead of poach? Go ahead, but add the extra whites. Give you a little bit more protein. Enjoy. Ladies, I told you I was going to give you eggs, and I am. When I grew up, a go-to meal was deviled eggs because my mom always had eggs in the house. I'm sure a lot of you grew up the same way. And then it was sort of like a forgotten food for a long time. And now it's become very popular because a lot of times women go into a restaurant. I know it's true for me. And you want an appetizer that is just protein. So deviled eggs have really had a resurgence. So I will have the recipe on my website, but I think you all know how to make deviled eggs. You just take the yolks, you hard-boil the eggs, you just take the yolks, you mash them up with a little bit of reduced fat mayonnaise, Dijon mustard. I use the sriracha mustard, the one in the center, to make them nice and spicy. And then you can do whatever you want with this. These are just plain old-fashioned deviled eggs with a little chopped parsley on top. These had some sriracha in the mixture with the yolks. And these, I just put some crumbled bacon into these. Now, one thing you might not know is that you can now buy hard-boiled eggs already pre-cooked in the supermarket. I always have them on hand because it's a great go-to staple, and then you can make your deviled eggs. If you're watching your cholesterol and you don't want to eat so much yolk, what you can do is you can boil up some extra and make your filling with the white and the yolk. So then it's not pure egg yolk. You can stretch one yolk over like 2 or 3 eggs. So these are my deviled eggs because I'm a little devil. Try them. They're delicious for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Serve your party guests. Take them to lunch. Give them to your kids. Wear them as a hat. Anything you want to do, you can't go wrong. Another way to eat eggs, which is really delicious and most people don't think about it, is to cook it inside of a mushroom cap. So this is a portobello mushroom cap, and this is what it looks like when you get it from the supermarket. You want to take the stem out carefully and then use a spoon to get rid of the gills inside. And then you're going to crack an egg into a little cup. You always want to crack the egg into a cup first before you use it. You want to make sure you don't have any shells. I'm sure a lot of you ladies know from baking that's generally how it's done. And you just take the egg, pour it into the portobello mushroom cap after you've cleaned it, pop it in the oven. I cook at 350 for about 20 minutes. You want to watch it. You want it a little bit more well done, you can do that. Then you have a portobello mushroom cap stuffed with an egg. It's just delicious. And if you're hungry, you can make 2 or 3 of them. Impress your guests. They'll think you spent hours in the kitchen and all you did was take a mushroom, take out the stem, crack an egg, and stick it in the mushroom, put it in the oven. Chef in a minute. Now, who doesn't love fried rice? I'm going to put my hands up twice, both hands, because I love fried rice. but I don't eat it because it's just loaded with fat and all kinds of lousy things that you don't want to eat. So I make my own egg fried rice. I always keep cooked brown rice in my refrigerator because that's a go-to staple. So to make the fried rice, I take onion, chop it up, I saute that actually with a little bit of cooking spray, and then I finish it off with some water. I don't use a lot of oil. I throw in some brown rice. Here I would say I use maybe 3/4 of a cup, and some frozen defrosted peas, and I just heat that up in the pan, and then I take that out of the pan, and then I scramble up. I have 4 whites to 1 yolk, and I'm going to fry those up and plop them on top of the rice, and we're done. Okay, so I've cooked up my eggs, and now I'm just going to chop them up just with a spatula and just put them right on top of the rice. I guarantee you this is really delicious. Chop it a little bit. Sprinkle with just a little bit of light soy sauce because light soy sauce has a huge amount of sodium. Pick up your chopsticks and enjoy. Egg fried rice. It's so easy. And it's good for you. This way you don't have to say, oh, I had fried rice, now I have to go run 50 miles. You can say, oh, I had egg fried rice, I'm going to go sit and catch up on the housewives. So good. Love it. If you don't try any other dishes from my egg video, try this one. Especially you ladies who love Chinese food. You have some of the super wonton soup, and then you have the slate. Enjoy. Magician too. Kitchen magician. Please don't tell me I have to redo that one.
Great. No.
Would you want to be photographed frying eggs?